morning, y'all. We're going to be working through 7.5 elimination method for solving systems of equations. So today we are going to look at the third method for solving a system, and some people call it addition. And so what we're going to focus on is we need to make sure that we have one of our variables with the same number and different signs. And then we're going to add the two equations together. Very, very different way of doing things. So let's look at the first one, example here. And if you look at this first example, you will see that the y's have the same number, which is 1, and the different signs. So one of them is a negative y and the other one's a positive y. If I add those together, they will eliminate. That's why this method is called elimination. And so that is what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to add these two equations together, and I'm going to get a 9x plus 0, because those cancel, equal 54. Now, technically I don't need that 0, so I'm going to go in and erase it. So I have 9x is equal to 54. I can simply solve this by dividing by 9, and I have x is equal to 6. Now, remember, our answer is an ordered pair, and for this one, 6 is my first number. But I don't know the second number, so I have to do a substitution. And so now I'm going to take the 6 and I'm going to put it right there. Now I picked that one because I felt like that was the easier of the two. Technically you can put it in that one if you want to, but I chose the bottom one because it was easier. So if x is 6, 6 plus y has to equal 10, and many of you can do that in your head. Y would have to be 4. And so there's my answer for that. All right, now the second example over here, you'll see that I don't have the same number, different signs. And so what that means is I'm going to have to change one of them. I'm going to have to change one of them so that it has the same number, different signs. Now, how are you going to do that? I'm going to do it through multiplication. I can multiply the equation on top by negative 3. And then that's going to produce, once it's done, I'm going to have the same number, different signs. Now, I do have to think about that ahead of time. I have to think about it. So you have to look at your equation and see, what can I do to make an elimination occur? And so I have to think about it. So when I do that, this is what it's going to look like. This top equation is going to change to negative 3x minus 12y equal negative 27. Okay, the bottom equation is not changing at all. And so the bottom equation is going to be 3x plus 5y is equal to 6. So now that they are the same, we've got it right here. Same number, different signs. I can combine the two equations, and that's going to give me a 0. And this next one will give me a negative 7y is equal to a negative 21. I don't need the 0, just so you know. And then I can just finish solving this. I get divide by negative 7, and I get y is 3. Now again, remember my answer is an ordered pair, so I've got the y number, but now I need to get the x number. So again, like I did before, I'm going to take my answer and I'm going to plug it back into one of the two equations. It does not matter where you put the y. You can put it in the bottom one or the top one, whichever one you like best. So I'm going to put it in the top one. So it'll be x plus 4 times 3 equal 9. So that's x plus 12 equal 9. subtract 12 on both sides, and I get x is negative 3. So that's my x, and there's my final answer. Okay, now we'll do a couple more. These are different. They don't look like the others. So first of all, pay attention to this next one right here. This one doesn't look right. Notice the equal sign is in the wrong place. I'm going to have to rearrange that. I'm going to rearrange it. I'm going to take the 10y and subtract on both sides. So watch this. Hold on. 10y minus 5. I'm going to subtract the 10y on both sides. I'm just rearranging it. So that's what it is. So I'm no longer going to use that one. I'm going to use this one that I rearranged. Okay, so now I'm looking for, again, same number, different signs. And so this time I'm going to have to get rid of, make changes on two of them. So like this one, I'm going to multiply by I'm going to multiply by 3. And this one I'm going to multiply by negative 2. And what that's going to do is that's going to create 6x on the top one and a negative 6x on the bottom one. So let's do that real quick. So this top one is going to become 6x plus 21y equals 72. And the second one is going to be negative 6x plus 20y is equal to 10. Alright, and so again, I've got the same number, different signs. Those two are going to cancel out or make 0 when I add them together. This is going to give me a 41y is equal to 82. Divide both sides by 41 and I get y is 2. Alright, so now I'm going to take that y is 2, that's one of my answers, and I'm going to plug it back in one of the original equations for y. I like the second one, so I'll plug it in there. So 2x plus 7 times 2 equal 24. So 2x plus 14 equal 24. Subtract the 14 on both sides. 2x is equal to 10, so x is 5. Alright, so for this third example here, my answer is 5, 2. Now, I'll do the last two examples on another video. I'm going to stop this one for now.